nothing to do.
She's keeping you awake, ain't she?
No, you're keeping us awake.
Want to make something out of it?
How about I make a pancake out of ya? Oh my goodness, they're fighting. I won't get no sleep all night. Oh my goodness. Pipe down, all of ya. Go back to sleep.
It's all right, Molly. Annie's here.
It was my mama, Annie. We was riding on the ferry boat, and she was holding me up to see all the big ships. And then I couldn't find her no more.
Love. It was only a dream, honey. Now you gotta get back to sleep. It's after 3 o'clock.
Annie, bring me your note.
Again?
Please.
Sure, Molly.
Here it comes again.
Please take good care of our little darling. Her name is Annie.
She was born on October 28th. We'll be back to get her soon.
We have left half of a golden locket around her neck and kept the other half.
So that when we come back for her, you will know that she's our baby. Oh my goodness, now they're laughing.
All right. Do you want to sleep with your teeth inside of your mouth or out?
Gee, I dreamed about having mother and father again. But you're lucky. We really got it.
I know. Somewhere. Maybe far away, or maybe real nearby. He may be pouring her coffee. She may be striking his time. Maybe in a house, all hidden by a hill. Bet you they're young, bet you they're smart.
That they collect things like ashtrays and art.
Bet you they're good.
Why shouldn't they be?
Their one mistake was giving up me.
So maybe now it's time, and maybe when I wake,
They'll be there calling me baby, maybe.
bet you he reads, bet you she sews. Maybe she's made me a closet of clothes. Maybe they're strict, as straight as a line. Don't really care as long as they're mine. So maybe now this proves the last one of its kind. Won't you please come get your baby?
Now what?
Annie, what are you doing?
Running away.
Oh my goodness.
My folks are never coming for me. I gotta go find them.
Andy, you're crazy. Miss Hannigan will catch you. And give you the paddle.
I don't care. I'm getting out of here. Okay, I'm ready. Wish me luck.
Good luck, Annie.
So long, Dumbbell, and good luck.
Aha! Caught you! Get up! Get up!
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Turn around! I said turn around! There! Now what do you say? What do you say?
Oh, look, you Miss Hannigan.
Right, orphan.
I am not an orphan. My mother and father left a note saying they loved me and they were coming back for me.
Ha! That was 1922. This is 1933. Get up! Now for this one shenanigans, you'll all get down on your knobby little knees and clean this dump until it shines like the top of the Chrysler building.
But it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
But it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Get to work.
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Now! Why any kid would want to be an orphan, I'll never know.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Step treated, we get tricked. Static kisses, we get kicked. It's a hard knock life. Got no folks to speak of, so it's a hard knock roll-y ho. Kind blanket, instead of gold. Empty bellies, instead of full. It's a hard knock life. Don't it feel like the wind is always howling? Don't it seem like there's never any light? Once a day, don't you wanna throw the towel in? It's easier than putting up a fight.
No one's there when your dreams ignite and free.
No one cares if you go or if you shrink. No one tries and tries to sweat. From the crying, you would think this place would sing. Oh, empty valley life, rhyme smelling life, full of sorrow life, no tomorrow life. Santa Claus we never see.
Santa Claus, what's that? Who's he?
No one cares for you, a smidge, when you're in an orphanage. It's a hard knock life. You stay up till this dump shines on top of the Chrysler building. Yank the whiskers from her chin, jab her with a safety pin, make her drink a Mickey Finn. I love you, Miss Hannigan. Get to work. Strip them vets. I said, get to work. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. No one cares for you, us, miss, when you're in an orphanage. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life. It's the hard knock life. Good morning, Miss Hannigan.
Well,
I love you, Miss Hannigan. I love you, Miss Hannigan.
you! What are you doing in there?
Nothing?
Get her out of there! Your days are numbered. All right, breakfast.
Hot mush. Yuck.
No, not hot mush.
Yay!
We're having cold mush. And after your mush, you'll go to your sewing machine. There's an order of dresses to finish. If you have to work straight through to midnight.
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Now line up.
Laundry man. Morning, bundles. Morning, eggs, clean sheets, what's not goes around. It's hard not life, it's hard not life. It's the hard knock life. Apples, apples, two for a nickel.
Excuse me, sir, but could you donate an apple to the orphan's picnic?
Why not? Nobody's buying them anyway.
Gee, thanks, mister.
Say, kid, when's that orphan's picnic?
As soon as I take a bite.
Hey, have you seen any stray monks around here?
No, ma'am.
Good. They must be running wild over to Astor's place.
Hey, there's one they didn't get. They're after you, ain't they? Well, they're after me too. But don't worry, I ain't gonna let them get you or me. Everything's gonna be fine for the both of us. If not today, well, the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick up my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. You're always a day away.
Hey, you! Go get up. Come here.
Yes, officer?
That dog then, ain't he a stray?
A stray? Oh, no, officer. He's my dog.
Your dog, huh? So what's his name?
His name is Sandy. That's right. I call him Sandy because of his nice sandy color.
Okay, what's the answer to his name?
Well, you see, officer, I just got him, and sometimes...
Call him.
Here, Sandy. Here, boy. Sandy. Good Sandy. Good old Sandy.
Next time he's out, I want to see him on a leash and with a license, or else he goes to the pound.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Now get along with you before you catch your death of cold in this weather.
Oh, I don't mind the weather. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick up my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang until tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, I love you,
grew up on it. Oh! Little girls, everywhere I turn, I can see them. Little girls, night and day, I eat, sleep, and breathe them. Some women are dripping with diamonds, some women are dripping with girls. Lucky me, look at what I'm dripping with. Little girls. Someday I'll stop on their freckles. Some night I'll straighten their curls. Send the blood, send the blue, anything that you can do to little girls. Shut up! Yeah, come in.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannick. Is it?
Yes.
I'm Lieutenant Ward of the 17th Precinct. We found your runaway.
Oh, thank you, officer.
She was in one of them Hoopvilles over to the river with a bunch of bums.
They weren't bums.
Had a mangy mutt with them, but he got away.
Oh, poor pumpkin out there in the freezing cold. With just that thin sweater. I hope he didn't catch influenza. Thanks so much again, officer.
All in the line of duty. And you, to let me ever hear that you run away again. From this nice lady. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, officer. The next time you walk out that door will be 1953. Well, are you glad to be back? Huh?
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Liar! What's the one thing I always taught you? Never tell a lie.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
Yes?
I'm Grace Farrell, private secretary to Oliver Warbucks.
The Oliver Warbucks? The millionaire?
Mr. Warbucks has decided to invite orphans to spend the holiday season at his home.
What sort of orphan did he have in mind?
Well, she should be friendly and intelligent.
Mississippi, capital M-I, double S-I, double S-I, double P-I, Mississippi.
And cheerful.
Shut up! And how old?
Oh, age doesn't really matter. Say 8 or 9, 10, 11. Yes, 11 would be perfect. And oh, I almost forgot. Mr. Warbucks prefers red-headed children.
11, a redhead. Sorry, we don't have any orphans like that.
What about this child right here?
Annie? Oh no, you don't want her.
Annie, would you like to spend the next 2 weeks at Mr. Warbucks' home?
I would love to.
You can have any orphan here, but not Annie.
Well, perhaps I should call the Board of Orphans and...
If it's Annie you want, it's Annie you get.
It's Annie I want.
Oh boy!
If you get her coat, I'll take her along now.
She don't have no coat.
Then we'll buy her one.
Oh boy!
Come along, Annie. Mr. Warbucks' limousine is outside.
Oh boy, I can hardly believe it!
She can hardly believe it.
Hey kids, I'm getting out for Christmas. I'll write to ya.
Bye, Annie.
Someday I'll land in an outhouse with all the nuts and the squirrels. They'll stay tucked away till prohibition of little
Good afternoon, Drake, everyone.
Good afternoon, miss.
Has Mr. Warbucks arrived yet?
No, miss. We're expecting him any minute.
Do you really live here? Or is this a train station?
We really live here. Now would you all come here for a moment, please?
Quickly, everyone.
Everyone, this is Annie, the orphan who will be with us for Christmas. Annie, this is everyone.
Hi, everyone.
May you take your coat, miss?
Will I get it back?
Of course, dear. Now, what would you like to do first?
The floors. I'll scrub them first. Then I'll get to the windows.
Oh, Annie, you won't have to do any cleaning. You're our guest. And for the next 2 weeks, you are going to have a swell time. Now, Cecile will pick out all your clothes.
Green is your best color. The blue, I think.
Your path is hard, this is green.
So, no bubbles, I think.
Our next comes in to make your bed.
The silk, no, the sad sheets, I think. I think I'm gonna like it here.
When you wake, ring for Drake. Drake will bring your tray. When you're through, Mrs. Pugh comes to take it away. No need to pick up any toy.
That's okay, I haven't got me anyway.
No finger will you lift, my dear.
We have but one request. Please put us to the test.
I know I'm gonna like it here. Used to room in a suit where I sit and freeze. Get me now, holy cow! Could someone pinch me, please? Ouch!
She didn't mean it. We've never had a little girl.
We never had a little girl.
I'm very glad to volunteer.
We hope you understand. Your wishes are command. We know you're gonna like it here. Well done. Hello, everybody.
Sir, welcome home, Mr. Warbucks.
It's good to be home.
How was your flight from Chicago?
Not bad, only took 11 hours. Grace?
Yes, sir.
Messages.
President Roosevelt wants you to call him at the White House.
I'll get back to you tomorrow.
Mr. Warbucks.
All right, good to see you all again. Sir. Drake,
Yes, sir.
dismiss the staff. And Grace, if you'll get your notebook. Who is that?
This is Annie, Mr. Warbucks, the orphan who will be with us for Christmas.
That's not a boy. Orphans are boys.
I'm sorry, sir. You just said orphan. So I chose a girl.
Well, I suppose she'll have to do. Annie, huh? Annie what?
Oh, I'm just Annie, Mr. Warbucks, sir. I haven't got any last name. I'm sorry I'm not a boy.
Not at all. I couldn't be happier. Grace, start with the figures on iron ore shipments from Toledo to... What are we supposed to do with this child?
It is her first night, sir.
Well, Annie, I guess we ought to do something special on your first night. Would you like to go to a movie?
Gosh, Mr. Warbucks, I've never been to one.
Then you'll go to the Roxy. And then an ice cream soda at Rumpelmeyer's. And a handsome cab ride around Central Park.
Golly!
Grace, forget about the taping for tonight. Instead, you take Annie to the movies.
Yes, sir.
Oh, gee.
Something the matter, Annie?
It's just that, well, I thought you were going to take me.
Oh, no. I'm afraid I'll be far too busy tonight.
Oh, gee.
Now, Annie, I've just been away for 6 weeks. And when a man is running a multi-billion-dollar corporation...
Oh, Sheriff, I know. That's okay, Mr. Warbucks.
Drake,
Yes, sir.
get our coats.
Oh, gee!
Grace, you'll come too, of course.
Which car will you be wanting, sir?
The Duesenberg. No, wait, this town's been cooped up in Norfolk. We'll walk.
Walk to the Roxy?
Why not? It's only 45 blocks. Ah, smell those butts, fumes. There's no air like the air of New York. Come on, you slowpokes, gotta get to the Roxy before the prices change. NYC, the shimmer of Times Square, the pulse, the beat, the drive. NYC, you might say that I'm square, but wow, I come alive. The city's running as a penny arcade. It blinks, it tilts, it rings.
You think that I've lived here all of my life and never seen these things?
NYC, the whole world is coming. By bus, by train, you can't explain. They're dead for NYC. Just got here this morning. $3, 2 bags, 1 me. NYC, I give you fair warning. Up there in night, I'll be. The last suckers in the pocket heart, the place they love the best. The California basement critter art, the fan mail comes addressed to NYC. Tomorrow a friend's house, the next wave of hives. The why not? It's NYC. Keep it quiet down there. Immediate seating. There's immediate seating. Popcorn. Give in. Don't fight. Good girl. Good night. Sleep tight in NYC.
Once again, we bring you the life of Helen Trent, who sets out to prove that just because a woman is 35 or older, her romance life need not be over.
God, I hope not.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
What's the matter? We're about to put up with Annie already?
On the contrary, Miss Hannigan, these need to be sent and signed back to the Board of Orphans no later than 10 o'clock tomorrow.
What for?
Because Mr. Warbucks is so taken with Annie, he wants to adopt her.
Annie, the daughter of a millionaire?
Annie, daughter of a billionaire.
Would you excuse me for a moment, please? Got any more wonderful news?
Merry Christmas, Miss Hannigan.
Oops, pardon me, cutie. Hi, sis, long time no see.
Rooster! They finally let you out of prison? What were you in for this time?
Some old geezer said I swindled him out of $1,100.
Why do you say that?
Because the roosters swindled him out of $1,100.
Sis, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine. From?
Jersey City.
Rooster, do me a favor. Get out of here.
So, who's the cootie that I bumped into on the way in? Looked like she had a couple of dollars.
She works for Oliver Warbucks.
The Oliver Warbucks?
Annie, one of the orphans here, is getting adopted by him.
From the orphan.
Yeah, living in the lap of luxury, while the two Hannigan kids ended up on the skids. It ain't fair how we scrounge for $3 or $4. While she gets $4.
That little brat. It ain't fair, this here life is driving me nuts. While we get peanuts, she's living fat. To get $4
Instead of less, maybe we fix the game with something shady. Give you one guess.
Yes!
Easy Street, Easy Street. Annie is the key. Yes, sirree, yes, sirree, yes, sirree. Yeah. Easy Street, Easy Street. That's where we're gonna be.
Yes, Mr. President. No, I'm not asking for your help, but I'm telling you that you've got to do something. All right, we'll talk about it on
Friday.
Friday. Listen, Mr. President, why don't we bury the hatchet and you come here with Miss Roosevelt for supper Christmas Eve? You will? Wonderful. Goodbye, Mr. President. Grace, find out what Democrats eat.
Yes, sir.
The package from Tiffany's?
Arrived this morning.
All right, I'm going to give it to her and tell her I want to adopt her.
She's going to be the happiest little girl in the world.
Get her down here.
Hello.
Annie, can we have men's off?
You're sending me back to the orphanage, right?
Of course not. Annie, I was born to a very poor family, and both of my parents died before the age of 10. So I made a promise to myself. One way or another, I was going to be rich. Very rich.
That was a good idea.
But I've lately realized something. No matter how much money you've got, if you've got no one to share your life with, if you're alone, then you might as well be broke. I was in Tiffany's yesterday and picked this up for you.
For me? Oh, gee.
It's a golden locket, Annie. I noticed that old broken one you always wear. And I thought to myself, I'm going to get that kid a nice new locket. Here, we'll just take this old one off and...
No! No! I don't want a new one.
What's the matter, Annie?
This locket. My mom and dad left it when they left me at the orphanage. And a note, too. They're coming back for me. I know I'm real lucky being here with you for Christmas, but the one thing I want, more than anything in the world, is to find my mother and father, and to be like all the other kids, the folks in my room.
It'll be all right. I'll find your parents. I'll find your parents for you, Annie.
Mr. Warbucks will find your parents. If he has to put everyone in his organization on the job. If he has to pull every political string there is to pull.
Up to and including the White House. Annie, give me your locket.
But Mr. Warbucks,
I understand, but it could be our best clue. Let the FBI search and find out who bought it.
okay. Everyone on the line looking for my mother and father, because we're going to go on the radio and tell them. So make sure you listen, okay? So maybe now it's time, and maybe when I wake, they'll be there calling me baby, maybe. So maybe now this proves the last one of its kind. Won't you please come get your baby, maybe?
And welcome to America's favorite radio program, The Accident Hour Smile, starring your old softie, Bert Healy. Hey, good evening, Olive Warbucks. It's nice of you to drop by.
Good evening, Bert Healy. It's nice to be here.
Olive Warbucks, I understand you have something to tell the folks at home about little Annie here.
Yes, Bert Healy. I'm now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents. Furthermore, I'm offering a certified check for $50,000 to any persons who can prove they're Annie's parents.
Wow!
So, Annie's parents, if you're listening in, write to Olive Warbucks, care of this station. Thank you, Olive Warbucks.
Thank you, Bert Healy.
Well, I see by the old clock on the wall that another one of our Thursday night get-togethers has gone by faster than you could say accident. Yes, this is your old softie, Mrs. Healy's boy, Bert, saying until next week, same time, same station. Good night.
Gee, Annie on the radio? She's famous. I wish I was on the radio. Me too.
Who wants to be on this stupid old radio anyway?
I do. So for all the Hour of Smiles family, this is Bert Healy saying, hey home and hey Danford and you both got yourself a brother.
You're never fully dressed without a smile. Your clothes maybe go probably. They stand out a mile, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Here's what they're wearing on Main Street or Savile Row. It's what you wear from ear to ear and not from head to toe. So senator, so janitor, so long for a while. Remember, you're never fully dressed. Though you really wear the best, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Smile, 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 honey, smile.
Yeah, I heard it. Next thing, she'll be in the movies. Now get to bed.
Excuse us, ma'am. Are you this here lady that runs this orphanage?
Yeah, what do you want?
Ma'am, was you working here 11 years ago?
Yeah. Well, we had terrible troubles back then. We had to leave our little baby right on the front stoop.
Our little girl, our Annie.
You're Annie's parents? I can't believe it. Where'd you say you come from again?
A little farm up in Canada. where they've got lots of chickens and ducks and geese and roosters. Gotcha, sis.
Rooster, I never would have known it was you in 100 years.
Fooled you, Aggie. We're gonna fool Warbucks too.
Get ourselves 50,000 big ones.
But we're gonna need your help about details about Annie that can help us pull this thing off.
What's in it for me?
Three-way split. Half.
Half.
Half. Fine. 25 grand each. We get the kid and then we'll blow this crummy town.
The kid's the problem. What do we do with her afterwards?
No problem. When I want something to disappear, it disappears. For good. We get the kid, we get the 50 grand, and then me and Lil will meet ya.
Where? Oh, yeah!
Easy street. Easy street. Annie is lucky. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Yeah. Easy street. Easy street. That's where we're gonna be.
Well, Miss Farrell?
I'm sorry, Annie. I've spoken to over 1,000 people, all claiming to be your parents, but they were all liars and fakes.
Oh, gee.
Are you certain?
Yes, sir. I'm so sorry. None of them knew about the locket.
I'm sure somebody was going to be my mother and father.
Mr. Warbucks, this is described by a special messenger from the FBI.
Ah, finally. Agent Gunnison located the manufacturer of your locket in Utica, New York.
Oh,
Over 90,000 are made and sold.
boy! Ah, gee.
Annie, I'm afraid the FBI doesn't think there's a chance in a million of tracing our parents to the locket. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You did your best. Anyway, I guess a kid can get along all right without folks. You didn't turn out so bad.
Grace,
Yes, sir.
do those legal papers I gave you the other day.
Right here.
Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
I can't have my real mother and father. There's no one in the world I'd rather have for a father than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Annie, this isn't just going to be an adoption. It's going to be a celebration. And you can have anyone in the world you'd like to come to it. Who would you like?
Well, I guess I'd like Miss Farrell here, and Mr. Drake, and Mrs. Pugh, and, well, everybody here.
Drake,
Yes, sir?
tell the staff to get spiffed up. There are going to be guests at Annie's adoption party.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
And the kids.
it'll be way past their bedtime now. But I'll tell you what, we'll have everyone here from the orphanage here tomorrow for a big Christmas celebration.
Miss Hannigan, too?
Why not? Annie, I'm going to be the luckiest man in the world.
And I'm the luckiest kid.
Together at last, together forever. We're tying a knot, they never can sever. I don't need sunshine now to turn my skies to blue. I don't need anything but you.
Yesterday was plain awful.
Ralph Mudge, and this here's the wife, Shirley.
And you're Annie Mudge.
Annie Mudge.
We loved you, Annie, but we had to leave you behind. We've seen a great number of people who...
We expected that we want some proof of who we are. Here's our driver's license and his birth certificate.
Baby girl named Anne Elizabeth Mudge, born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge. New York, New York, October 28, 1922.
October 28th. That's my birthday.
Ralph, look! Annie's wearing the locket.
When we left Anne at the orphanage, we left with her half of the gold locket and kept the other half. Yes, it fits perfectly.
Oh, thank God, Ralph.
We found our Annie.
Mr. Mudge, what about the money?
Well,
We ain't got much, but we'd be glad to give you whatever.
You haven't heard that I've offered a certified check for $50,000 to anyone who proves they're Annie's parents?
No, sir. Anyway, we don't want no money.
On the other hand, Ralph, remember that nice little pig farm out in New Jersey? With $50,000, we could afford to bring Annie up right in the country.
Would you mind if Annie stayed till morning, Christmas, and then you could come pick up Annie and the check?
Whatever you prefer, sir.
Bye, Annie, love.
And until tomorrow morning, honey, then you'll be spending the rest of your life with us. Oops, pardon me, cutie. Merry Christmas.
Well, this is...
Wonderful news.
Yes. Drake, everyone, champagne.
Yes, sir.
We must celebrate, because we just heard the most wonderful news. Annie has found her mother and father. I propose a toast to Annie Mudge.
To Annie Mudge.
To Annie! I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
Sir, I have the strangest feeling that Mr. Mudge isn't who he says he is.
Then I won't give her up to her certain.
But how?
I'll find a way. I'll go straight to the top, to the President of the United States, even if he is a Democrat.
Silly to cry, nothing to fear. Bet you where they live's as nice as right here. Bet you my life is gonna be swell. Looking at them, it's easy to tell. And maybe I'll forget how nice he was to me, and how I was almost his baby. Merry Christmas, Mr. Warbucks. Miss Farrell.
You're up early.
You're up early too.
We've been up all night here. FBI men coming and going. And Annie, you know President Roosevelt is here?
Really?
Mr. President.
Merry Christmas, President Roosevelt.
Merry Christmas, Annie.
Annie, FBI Director Hoover telephoned me with some very interesting news today. They succeeded in finding the traces of your parents.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
No, dear. David and Margaret Bennett.
But
Annie,
Your parents died a long time ago.
you mean I'm an orphan after all?
are you all right, Annie?
Yes, because I know they love me, and they wouldn't come back for me if they weren't.
I love you, Annie Bennett.
And I love you too. Now, who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
The birth certificate could have easily been forged, but no one knew about the locket except for us.
And the FBI, of course.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
Miss Hannigan, sir, and the children from the orphanage.
Hi, kids. Miss Hannigan, I'm delighted to meet you.
Same here, and I know you anywheres.
Let me introduce you to some people. You know Grace, my secretary, the President of the United States, and this is my butler, Drake.
Look, kids, there's presents here for all of us.
Mr. Warbucks, this is arrived from the FBI.
Now it all fits together.
Sir, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas, one and all.
Merry Christmas.
Well, we don't want to be about on Christmas and all. We've come to pick up Annie and the check.
Ah, yes, of course, the check. Here it is, $50,000 certified.
Certified. Paid to the order of the jig is up.
The jig is up. Daniel Francis Hannigan, also known as
Rooster Hannigan, also known as Ralph Mudge, also known as Danny the Dip.
Turn him over, Lois.
And I believe that you'll find this woman to be their accomplice.
I never seen these people till yesterday.
Ah, come off it, Aggie.
Annie, tell them how good and nice I always was to you.
Gee, I'm sorry, Miss Hannigan, but remember the one thing you always taught me? Never tell a lie.
Rat!
Miss Hannigan is gone for good.
You don't have to do work anymore.
Yes, girls, for you and perhaps for all of us, this Christmas is going to be the start of a new year, a new deal. Hey, I rather like that. A new deal.
So do I, Franklin. A new deal. The sun will come out tomorrow.
Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely,
Pretty good. Okay, thank you so much, everybody, for coming here. It is a pleasure to be here with this incredible cast and crew of Annie. My name is Colin O'Neill, and I have the privilege of being the director of this amazing show. Of work, 4 days of rehearsal. Sorry. I'm going to talk really loud. Can you hear me this way? Okay. All right. This is the culmination of 3 months of hard work, 4 days a week rehearsal, a day of set crew every single week, and this cast and crew is phenomenal. They are incredibly talented. I think they deserve another round of applause. People. This is the work of an entire community. It's what I love about youth theater, it's what I love about school theater. And so there's a lot of people to thank before we head out today. And first of all, I want to thank our leadership here at St. John Fisher, Father Ken and Sister Jean, so we can give them a round of applause. Since day one, they have supported this club when it was just in its infant stages. Last year was an experiment, and this year it feels like a tradition. So it's really great to be back, and I'm really looking forward for years and years to come, and that's certainly going to happen. Another person to thank is yourselves, this community, the families, the friends, everybody who supported us throughout this entire process. I think you deserve a round of applause as well. From dusty thrift stores, every prop that was stolen from your kitchens and living rooms, all of that is a tribute to how much you care about this show, these actors. I know that I am personally here only because I have people like you supporting opportunities like this. Safe spaces for theater, spaces for the arts, so thank you for supporting the arts. It's a huge and important thing, and I'm so glad that they have the opportunity to do this. I'd also like to thank, most importantly, Mrs. Mary Donna Caffrey, who, without her, she likes to say that she doesn't know what she's doing. She likes to say she doesn't understand, she doesn't know how to do this. But she really is has incredible talent, incredible vision. Especially honor our 8th graders. This is their final performance as Fisher Falcons, and we have an incredible bunch of 8th graders, a long list, and I'm so excited to introduce them to you and recognize them for their work that they put in over the last couple of years. So with that, we have about a lot of names to get through here. So I want to start with our first-year drama club members. These are those that had joined us this year, and I want to call them forward to be recognized by you and for everything that they've done. First of all, we're going to start with our crew members. I just want to give one more round of applause for this amazing set crew, the stage crew back here. But really, what they're doing on stage is just as complicated, if not more complicated, than our actors. Every single set change is its own piece of choreography, so they put in the time, the effort, and they deserve a lot of recognition. So our first year tech crew members, we have, let's start with Katie Quinn. We also have Keelan O'Mahony. Declan Murphy. Abby Carstrand. Maddie Courtney. Claire Condon. Mae Clifford. These are our students who maybe were sitting in the audience that looks like fun. I want to join. One of those people, we have Mary Murnay. Another first-year performer, Grace Clancy. We have Carolyn Nichols. And Ella Dowling. All right, and now we have our second-year members. These are the people who took a risk last year. They knew nothing about what we were doing. It was a total shot in the dark for them, and they came out and they came back this year. So our second-year members, we start with our crew, Declan Wall. Lucas Truesdale. Joe Spadis. Aaron Fitzgerald. Daniel Dignan. Hannah Finnegan. And Michael Stewart. All right, and Alyssa Smith. We also have, last year she was on our tech crew, this year she hopped on stage. So we have Angelina Corcoran. Maeve White. Nellie O'Grady. Ava Courtney. Ellen Ganan. Sarah Ramirez. Claire Carriola. Mia Norris. Claire Goggin. And Quinn Sullivan. This is a tremendously talented group of young men and women. They are incredibly professional. I think on stage right now they probably have over 200-300 shows combined between them. They're off to do great things, whether that's at Evergreen Park High School, St. Ignatius, Marist, Macaulay, Lake Central High School, Brother Rice Mount Carmel, St. Rita, wherever they may be going, those schools are lucky to have these 8th graders. So thank you to these 8th graders. They're amazing, and I'm so happy to have the opportunity to work with them. Thank you very much.
The one person Mr. O'Neill didn't think was himself. I know he could be at home, like, grading papers and doing all, like, teacher stuff, but he decided last year to start the drama club, and honestly, I don't think I would have had as much fun this year if he didn't. So I just want to thank Mr. O'Neill. My first year doing Fisher Theater, and I'm really glad I joined. I got to work with Mrs. Caffrey and Mr. O'Neill. Mrs. Caffrey was there for us the entire time, and Mr. O'Neill just worked tirelessly to get us where we are now.
This is my second show here. I was in Hunk last year. Drama Club is probably one of the most fun things I've ever done at Fisher. I think without Mr. O'Neill, Mrs. Caffrey, Sister Dean, and Father Ken, it really wouldn't have happened. And it wouldn't have been as exciting as it really was. So thank you.
I want to thank Mr. O'Neill and Ms. Caffrey for letting us do honk! Letting us do Annie, and letting us leave class early to do the show. It was fun.
information in your programs if you're interested. I hope to see some of these people back on this stage one more time before they have to high school. But it's open to all 4th through 9th graders, and hope to see you there as well. Thank you, everybody.